Wow, I feel good. Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Gauntlet, where we do everything esports news. I'm your host, Captain Zeus, followed by my co-hosts, JT and Novaverse. This week, as long as they don't change the schedule tomorrow, we have more Overwatch League games. It's actually pretty interesting. We got some Hung Zhao versus Chengdu, which that was actually not interesting. I lied about that one. But this one's interesting. Vancouver versus Gung Zhao. We get to see Chinese team versus a non-Chinese team that has an Asian roster. Anyways, and then we have Philadelphia versus Paris, a little rematch there. Houston versus Boston, another rematch there, possibly a Game 7.
Game 15.
Game 15, I'm down for that. And then we have Dallas versus Washington to conclude day 1. Now on day 2, we have Chengdu versus Vancouver, which that's another interesting one. Vancouver first in these Chinese teams. We get to see how they pair up. Shanghai versus Gung Zhao, which we kind of already know how that's going to go. Houston versus Toronto, which that should be pretty good. Philly versus Atlanta, which I'm sure JT is very excited for. And to conclude day 2 is San Francisco versus LA Gladiators, which I'm sure LA Gladiators is going to get 3-0'd. They're going to get swept.
Whoa. Let's start from day 1.
Oh,
and let's
sorry.
go over the easy match first.
Okay.
Spark versus the Hunter.
The Hunters.
Hunter. There's only one.
Whoa. There can only be one.
There's only one.
Well, I'm pretty sure Hung Zhao is going to 3-2 them. I think they're going to 3-2 them because that's what they did last time.
Spark.
You're going to go 3-1 Spark? I'd say 3-2 Spark.
3-1 Spark.
No. You know what? No. Just because people be bashing on Shanghai last week, y'all were bashing on them, thinking some person was thinking Hung Zhao was better. I'm going to say Chengdu 3-2, actually.
Okay, so what you're saying is you're ready to be wrong.
Yeah, you're just
Hey,
You're
I'm
open
ready
to be wrong.
for
enough
Chengdu
to be
to get the upset of the century, okay? They're just going to 3-2 Hung Zhao over here.
I like the way you state your claim on the one match everyone's like, we don't care about.
I care about it.
I do too, but Spark's winning.
I like these Chinese teams. Oh yeah, I totally agree. Spark is gonna win. I'm just saying, I still think these are two of the better Chinese teams. Honestly,
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
Gung Zhao is the only team that the Chinese team. Gung Zhao is the only one that's like, all right, child, you step aside, let the big boys play. Spark and Chengdu, I respect a little bit more. So, calm down. I didn't forget about Shanghai and
They're
Seoul.
God tier. You got God tier.
We didn't forget about them. Gosh, I'm just saying. You know, I still think it's
Hunters
gonna be a
are the
good
third
match.
best Chinese team.
Yes.
Hunter?
Yes. Spark is the second or first. I still don't know yet.
I think Chengdu
Okay.
could, depending on how this week goes, I still think Chengdu could be the second best. Because Shanghai is obviously God tier. Obviously God
Honestly,
tier.
Yeah,
Yes.
honestly, I feel like this one could go into the air, but I'm gonna go for Spark in this one.
I'm going
But-
for my Pandas. The Panda Expresses.
So what's the matches then? I'm going 3-1 Spark.
I'm going 3-2 Hunters.
It's probably gonna be a 3-2 Spark.
Spicy.
We seen Spark having to go against Gung Zhao and
You're very
stuff,
confident about
and you know, they don't like sweep it out. They don't. I haven't seen a sweep from them yet, but I still think they have the capacity to win. So 3-2 Spark.
I'm surprised I'm the one who's going most gung-ho on Spark. Secretly,
Exactly.
I think they might be the best Chinese team.
How dare you disrespect my dragons like that? How dare
After
you?
rewatching all the matches,
Uh-uh.
they might actually be the best team.
Yeah.
Nope.
Hey,
I disagree cold-heartedly
come on
that.
in. Join
It's all
the
about the
party.
dragons. We breathe fire, okay? Because we is
You
fire.
know what? This
Hey,
match,
calm down, man. You got the
let's
spark.
talk about a good matchup.
You guys get that pink handgun, a pew pew, a pew pew.
So
My
the
gun's
Titans, Vancouver, the Canadians,
Brazen.
finally get to see a Chinese team play a top team.
That's gonna be interesting. I'm pretty sure Gung Zhao's gonna get swept though.
Yeah, they're gonna get their what's it called ran.
We'll need some baby powder for them booty
It's
cheeks.
either going to be close or they're going to get swept.
That's
Because
unfortunate.
we don't actually know how good the Chinese teams are. They could be the top 5 or the top 4 teams, all Chinese teams. So we don't know.
Well, the top 3, because Guang Zhao's down middle tier.
I mean, I would give Chengdu, because Chengdu also gets to play Vancouver the next day, but I feel like they have a better chance against against Vancouver.
I'll
We
agree.
talked about it. Guangzhou is probably lower than all the other Chinese teams.
Yes,
But Vancouver also hasn't played in like 9 weeks either, so they're going to be. Granted, they've had time to watch all of these games, but they're going to be pretty
Yeah,
rusty.
But
They get to play too.
they've looked really good.
Not really, dude. There was 3-2 against LA Gladiators, man. Like, come on.
Gladiators is a top 10 team.
I would say Gladiators
let's
are better
calm
than
down there,
Guangzhou. Would you not?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. So
Gladiators is in the top
Eh,
10.
I can see arguments both ways. I have to see more Guang Zhao to determine that, but I can see arguments for both
it's all
ways.
like 2 weeks of them, and they played 4 games.
Exactly.
You need
You know.
more?
You know what match actually matters on this day one besides Houston? My boy Paris about
Paris
to
loses his
destroy Philadelphia. Let's go.
Listen, I don't even want to be a part of this discussion, but if Paris loses this matchup, oh lord, oh lord.
What? Tell me what happens?
Should be expected, right?
Excuse me?
It should be expected. Philadelphia is gonna run in there, be
And
like,
gets
we
destroyed.
get on the ground, gonna take this PP, cause they gon' yeah.
Okay, this
Philadelphia.
is
Philadelphia, P, hello,
Gonna
get
get
your
here.
head out the gutters. Come on, really, Philadelphia, P.
sorry.
Come
Just,
on.
Philadelphia's been on like a backslide almost. So
not as bad as San Francisco.
No, but
Loses 2 games.
if you're going to make a statement win, this is the statement win for them, right?
Yeah.
So they better win this. I don't want to hear because you're gonna whine all next week if they don't.
So obviously, Harris is gonna win this one. I think it's gonna be like a 3-2. I'm gonna hope it's gonna be a
Obviously.
3-1. Yeah, obviously.
Obviously, it's not that obvious. It's gonna be a good game. You know, what I
It'll
mean?
be a great game. Honestly, we're gonna see a lot of good clips. With the hero bands, we'll be able to see a little bit more gameplay from some snippers, some pew pews.
Copy.
I'm sorry.
What?
You want to run that by me?
I was saying carpe. My apologies.
Oh, okay. You were talking about a trash can. That's understandable.
You did.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
I'm
I
going to call
apologize.
him up,
Carpe, he's all
I'm
right.
going to
He's
call
above
him
average,
up.
as JT likes to say.
and I'm gonna be
Listen.
like, "Hey, my friend is talking trash about you. You should teach him a lesson."
Yeah, I'm gonna get him on that online.
we're talking about trash cans, you know, Houston, Boston.
Good guy.
We're gonna see another game 7 on that one, dude.
Game 14, they're going to
I'm ready.
extend Game 7 somehow.
They're
That
gonna
is-
tie 7 more games into a game 14, and then by the time it's the second day, they'll still have to figure out who's winning it.
the garbage fire matchup. To be honest, I
They'll let
mean,
Toronto
oh.
join the game, and they'll just have 3 teams play at the same time. It'd be great.
See, I'm glad the real Soul Dynasty's out of there, because that would have been embarrassing if they were undercover and they had to go through that game 7. I still think Houston's gonna win this one, though. I think they're
I
gonna
mean,
win.
see, I try to support Boston as much as I can, and I mean, with all the stuff that's going on in the Boston franchise, I mean, they are literally the whole place is on fire, and they're all like, "Okay, guys, let's get ready to play." But
This is all right.
Our PCs are on fire, and then nope, sit down and start playing. And yeah,
It's alright, Houston doesn't have keyboards. They left them at the airport.
yeah, they don't.
We have joysticks now. We have
they
like the
have
Wii controllers we're
screen.
playing.
They have
Play with weak.
We're playing on Wii controllers, dude.
VR
Tilt it.
Overwatch.
VR
Yeah.
headsets.
VR set Overwatches.
We have the Xbox Connect, and we're all doing the actual movements.
Oh yeah, the Xbox Connect. Oh god.
Little Wii Fit trainer.
Exactly.
Oh,
we have our
God.
own Mii characters and everything.
Oh.
But I think Houston has a better chance this week against Boston because, one, you guys lost Mufin, who was a good personality and confidence booster for the team.
Mhm.
Always was bringing, that charm up and with the team. but Houston has had a pretty good win streak as of late. They're kind of picking up the pace again. The beginning season, it was really rough. It was rough.
Picking up the pace to what? Last place?
Yeah.
Hey, they're not last place though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
We're gonna
Boston
get
is.
exactly. So I know we're gonna win this one. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Like, come on.
I
I
mean,
guess this weekend we get to determine who the 3 worst teams are and in what order. 'Cause they all play each other.
So how would you feel if Houston 3-0s both of these teams?
3 O's?
Yeah, if they or even a 3-1 against
I would
Toronto
give
and
them
Boston.
a big golf clap and move them to the 17th place.
congratulations.
That's tough coming from you.
17th place.
I mean,
They
all I
were-
can say is I support Jerry in everything he does.
I'm sure his
I can
back is killing
only-
them from carrying.
I
that
can
team.
only give him a certain amount of energy.
My energy.
And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've been trying to root for Boston, and they keep on disappointing me. So I guess the one time I'm gonna say it, I think Houston's gonna take it. I mean, it's a low tier game to be. We clearly established
Oh,
I can't
this
wait to watch this game.
this is a bum fight. This is the 2 guys in the back alley, like. They found a half-drunken bottle of booze, and they're all like, "Hey, that's mine!" And then you know what I mean? They're fighting it out to
well,
game
hey,
7.
it's a fight nonetheless. It's going to be interesting to watch.
To game 7. Don't forget that.
The
They're
game
fighting
14 to be exact.
They're fighting it
I
all.
only watch one game on Saturday. It wouldn't be this. If I could only watch 2 games, this would be the second game I would watch.
If there was 2 games,
To me, this is
I'd
the
probably
second
watch this
most
one
hyped
too.
game.
Mm-mm.
I know what's a more hyped game for you, which I'm sure you're
Thoughts?
super excited for. It's when Dallas gets swept by Washington, 3-0. That's what I see. I sees it in my mind's eye, man. I sees
three-
it.
The
2.
minds.
Dallas wins. They both look great.
No, dude. So Washington, we know is a middle tier team, but I don't think Dallas is all that in the bag of chips, man. I think Washington's still
I
gonna
think
I
Dallas
think this
step
was
forward and get over them.
pretty interesting.
this is Dallas's key to be able to make the argument for 10th. They have to win this matchup.
I don't know about 10th.
Yeah, I don't know
but
about
They
10th.
beat the LA team.
that's what I was
One.
gonna say. I feel like them
Like 12.
winning that game back against LA Valiant.
Barely.
That really hit. They still won it.
A dub's a dub.
Oh, now you want to go on that
it's
argument.
a comeback.
Now you want to
It's a
go on that
comeback.
argument. Okay.
But I feel like with them winning that, you know, still because we did label the LA teams to be, you know, people not to like play around with, obviously. So I feel like Dallas, they do have that energy. So I actually think this matchup's going to be pretty hyped up because I know we talk about Washington all the time, possibly being that one team that breaks into top 10. But then they lose 2 games a row in a week, and we're like, what the hell are you doing, Washington? So this one, I think this is going to be good. Just 2 middle teams fighting it out. Really good.
I still think Washington's coming out on top on this
No,
one.
I think Dallas wins this, and now I get to make an even better argument that they should be considered the number 10 team.
So, okay, where do you place Washington then?
That is a confusing question.
It's a simple question,
So
though.
before last weekend, I would put them like 9th.
Wow, okay.
After last weekend, I honestly have no idea.
I
Maybe
didn't even have
13th,
them that high.
12th, maybe.
Yeah, that's something to sit down and look at because
Have a
obviously,
drink. Just really think about it.
Well,
have some
they go on
apple
this
juice.
crazy, like hot streak and crazy dry streak. Like their Homestead, they get 3-0 like every game. So, come on.
It
Like-
was bad.
I don't know. Yeah,
And
It's
then they
only
beat
teams,
good
man.
teams. And they look really good. And then they go on a dry streak.
yeah. When they go on that losing, it hits them hard.
Real
Yeah.
hard.
It's not like they just lose one; they lose like the whole week, and it's like, what the hell?
It's like, so
So
you
I
just
can't-
went 0-4 or 0-2. Like, geez.
Until they fix that, I can't put them in the top 10. But I can't put them lower than like 13th.
I can agree
Okay.
with that.
12.
I respect that.
11. They got to be 12 or 11.
So where are you putting Dallas then? Like right underneath them?
No, right above them.
How are you going to put them above them? They're not
Because
even.
they're going to beat them.
No, they're not going to be.
Yes, I think so.
Well, your argument's invalid.
Okay, so if they're 11th,
It's invalid.
It's invalid.
then they're
I
10.
still don't think either of these teams are top 10. I think they're like in that 12, 13 little area. I think.
I can't put. There's no way Washington is 13.
Yeah, well, they're not that good anymore. Like
They
we
are
said,
a-
like we said the previous weeks, like they had a lot of hype coming into the season, but then they just fell flat on their face, and all their spunk is gone, dude.
They
And
look.
these Chinese
like
teams are looking a lot better. And granted, they're only going against each other, but you know what I mean.
They look like a 12th team because I
Washington?
think they're better. No. Yes, 12th or 11th. Because Florida, whatever they are, Florida is one below.
I could see an argument for that. I still think Florida's like better, but I'll have to see another matchup with them.
God dang it.
I think they're really
Florida
close.
coming back up again. I don't even know
Hey,
how
he
the
brought it
hell
up.
Florida-
In my defense, he brought it up.
Sick of Florida, man. They
But
don't.
if
I don't see it.
you agree that
Double
Florida
barbecue.
is like 12, and Washington and them are like neck and neck or close to each other, then Dallas beating one of them leapfrogs them.
It's storming outside. Sorry, it's storming out there. God's like, what is going on with this argument? It's so bad. Like, I gotta cause some chaos real quick.
Just a window. It's really bad out there.
Yeah. What you say about Dallas? Oh God. Well, to conclude day one, there on day two, we got a little bit more interesting matches there. We got
Yeah.
Vancouver and Chengdu, which Chengdu I think could take that to game 5 possibly.
I think I think Vancouver
Yeah.
and them go 3-2.
Oh,
Vancouver
Wiggles.
taking.
I'll agree with you. Okay. Splendiferous. Love it. How about
Fantastic.
It's fantastic. Shanghai Guangzhou. Shanghai's going to sweep that ass.
I mean, hey, these Chinese teams, you never know.
You know, like,
You never know. You know, they played each other how many times? Like 3
like
times,
3 times.
3 weeks, and it's like they're probably like, dude, like, hey, how's the family? You know, what I mean, they're basically like that. Holy
How's the
shit.
wife? Oh, she's doing well. There you go, killing me again, guys. Sorry about that. You know, I gotta keep my record going. Keep my record
I
going.
know. Honestly, they'll just be like, hey, can we win this one? Yeah, guys, go on ahead. Like,
Hey, you know, we can't let you win due to contract reasons, but we'll make it close.
yeah, we'll make it close. But
I'll die
yeah,
a couple of times for you. Don't worry. I'll go on tour. You know, just kind of just go crazy.
hey, boost my stats up a little bit. Let me kill you a little bit.
You don't mind if I go on Genji, do you?
Oh God.
But I think the Houston-Toronto matchup will be looking a lot better than those two.
I agree. It's going to be 3-0.
Exactly. Houston's going to 3-0 Toronto.
I knew you were gonna say-
Mm,
How can you possibly say that?
Because Toronto's garbage, bro.
Toronto. So is Houston.
Okay, but Houston's the better garbage out of
Okay,
them.
so let me put
Better
this into a scenario for you.
Okay.
So you're
Wait, hold on,
right.
weren't you the one saying that Toronto's in literally a building of fire with like
So,
2 terrible
yeah.
like TNT and like cotton candy?
Yeah,
Like what the heck?
But it
Oh,
might
they're
go
also on fire.
Yeah, they're also on
Now-
fire.
Toronto. Okay, you know that like trash bin outside your house, one with the wheels.
The one that says Toronto Defiant on it, yeah.
That's them. Now you zoom out, and the trash dump that all trash goes to is Houston.
The city?
So they're both trash,
Man,
but
you're
one
talking
has
trash
to
about
pay
the
for it.
city? Wow. Ooh,
City
that's
trash dump.
pretty sure Houston would have some words with you on that one, man.
I'm sure they will, but I can't hear them from way over in the trash dump.
Didn't you just say the trash dump was Houston though?
And we have to stay inside. How can we hear them?
Yeah. Why? Wait, hold on. With the coronavirus, why are you in the trash dump, man? Freaking Toronto fans, I swear, dude. Every
Talk to
time.
Houston. I don't know. Texas is taking this whole thing pretty lax, so
Yeah, they really are. They're like chillaxing. They're like, hey, we're gonna name like half of the employees in stores. You guys are essential now. If I work at McDonald's, you're essential.
You're essential.
We
We
need
need
you.
that Big Mac.
We need them
I can't
fast.
get my Big Mac.
I need that McFlurry.
Doctors need the McFlurry.
This is true.
You're essential.
Yeah, Houston's definitely going to 3-0 Toronto. You know what? I can give them the benefit of the doubt and say 3-1. You know, I'll be nice and say 3-1.
I won't give you the same benefit of the doubt.
I
It's
still
go Toronto.
I still think it's gonna be a bum fight, but I still think Toronto. I think Toronto can come out with it, but
Don't you
still
say those things. Don't you say
Toronto-
those things.
is inconsistent. You never know what's gonna happen.
True.
So I guess I'll just go with the wild card, Toronto. You know,
Well, at least with Houston, they're on like you can kind of expect something.
No,
I know,
you can
but
expect
sometimes-
failure.
Whoa,
Failure.
whoa.
You can
jeez.
expect failure.
Golly.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, you must
Failure.
be used to that.
Failure is not
You know,
enough.
how about you just support the only good Texas team? Dallas.
Houston. What?
Are you
Austin.
kidding me?
Well, do you guys have like one win on the board? How many wins do we have? That's what I thought. Sit down.
I'm going for the
Sit
wild card,
down.
Toronto.
You're putting them on like terrible teams.
Hey,
That's
a
all.
dub is a dub, as you like to say. A dub is a dub. So
Yeah,
we have
yeah,
more
we're garbage
wins
fire.
than Dallas. So
You're getting it against terrible teams
record-wise,
like Paris.
Houston's the better Texas team. I'm just saying. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I
Just
thought.
wait till they play. It's gonna be legendary.
Yeah, I actually can't wait for that Boston, matchup. I want to see how bad Boston loses. Same thing with Toronto. It's gonna be good.
So, when Houston loses both matches,
You won't see me next week if Houston loses both
You're
matches.
You will
I-
see.
I can't. I would not be able to handle that failure. I'll be like,
what if they
"Ah."
get? What if this won't happen? Because all of these games will probably go to Game 5.
Probably
If I'm being completely real.
not.
How does Houston bounce back if they got 3-0'd by both of the bottom teams?
They don't. They
I
are
know.
literally. Good
If we're being
lord.
completely serious, I think both of these games, the Boston and Toronto,
Pretty
they
close.
both go to Game 5. And Houston has to play a grand total of like 14 games to get 2 wins.
Yeah.
This is maybe even 24. We don't know how long these matches are gonna go.
To be completely fair, they will play more matches than any other team in the history of Overwatch.
Just for a dub.
They're playing 12 hours of Overwatch in
This is
2
true.
days on a professional stage to get 2 losses.
Two.
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
I'm sorry, dubs. You
Two
must have
losses.
misspoken. Dubs. Right.
That's embarrassing when you have to play for 12 hours and you still lose too.
You know what? Let's talk about a different matchup because this is getting ridiculous.
I just want
Philly
to point,
Atlanta
It's funny.
is looking pretty spicy. Do we agree? Do we disagree?
I think this is a
a great
top
match.
top tier fight. Yeah, to be honest.
Cannot wait.
Yeah, I don't think it's that good. Let's calm down, there, guys.
What the hell? way
They're
way
all-
better than that Philly Paris matchup.
Oh,
Like,
whoa! Let's calm your
What?
tits there, buddy. Paris, that matchup's looking a lot more spicy than this one. So I'm saying.
I disagree. I
Yeah,
think
You
Atlanta,
disagree with 90% of what I say, anyways. That means
I,
I'm
that's
I think it's a
I disagree.
close 3-1.
3-1.
I think Atlanta wins it, but it could go to 3-2, or it's 3-1, and every game is very close.
You think Atlanta's
JT's
gonna
on
3-1
something.
Philly?
JT's on something.
He's on something. I thought I
Philly.
caught a whiff of that when he said Toronto was gonna win, but I was like, you know what? I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And I was like, and he's like, they're gonna 3-1 Philly. I was like, whoa.
Philly
Calm
is
down
gonna
there,
beat
buddy.
Atlanta with that brotherly love. They gonna be like
No homo.
no homo,
No homo.
and
No.
then just
Let's back this up. I said a close razor edge 3-1 or a 3-2.
Is it Razor Edge or Racer Edge?
the scooter Razor that brand. Yeah,
Cut. Your ankles are all bruised and
I know.
battered.
Oh god,
It was a close match though.
that close, guys.
No, I don't see Atlanta winning this one
Yes,
Oh.
how do you not?
because
I think
Atlanta's
it'd go,
kind of overhyped.
No. They
I
have a
mean,
better team.
No, what besides Paris, what top tier team have they played against? Exactly. And they lost against Paris. So you can't really have much of an argument on that.
I can too, because they have a better
Yeah.
roster. If they were to play Paris another 10 times, they would lose 2 and win 8.
I doubt that. I
Yes,
highly
they're a
doubt
better
that.
team. Everyone, including yourself, ranked them higher than Paris.
No, I didn't. I said Atlanta's right below Paris. I say they're close.
I like
But-
the way you make that sly little look away. Like, did I?
No, I was like, excuse me?
I know you said that.
Google
But
sheet.
you also said
Just look this up real quick.
you also
fact check
said that Paris could be a 4 ranked team, and that's insane.
They have the potential. Man, you're just taking words out to make my sentence seem like so bad.
That's insane.
You know what's insane? You. Because
That's simple. You. You're crazy.
Atlanta is the 5th ranked team.
No.
Yes.
Not at all. Seoul is
Yes.
the 5th ranked team.
I think so.
If anything, Shanghai, because Seoul's higher than that.
No. Seoul. No.
I would like to see that though.
That'd be interesting.
Shanghai,
Seoul-
Atlanta.
Ooh, that'll be spicy.
That would be good.
Seoul is 4th.
Okay. And then Shanghai, and then Paris, and then Atlanta. Right. We're all in agreement. There we go.
Damn.
And then San Francisco.
Atlanta is 5th. No. God, you say things just to say them. You say things just to say them. I'm telling you right now.
I
That
don't
is
think-
not.
Atlanta's dude. Okay, you know we'll see this week because I think Atlanta's just overhyped. You just like to hop on that baby bandwagon, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh.
Listen, Philadelphia dropped.
Just like how you be on the DeFran bandwagon last year.
Yeah, and he's one of the best players to ever play. So
you
you're
go.
welcome.
You go.
Yeah, that's because
Bye, Felicia.
That's because him and teams can't. He has this problem called communication and being there for his team and not being super toxic.
All right.
But he's a great player.
So I'm sure you know what. We'll bounce off that matchup. A better matchup that I'll sit back and let you guys argue this one out on.
What?
San Fran, LA Gladiators.
Gladiators win this matchup.
It's called a redemption arc. JT, my buddy. They already did it with Valiant. You know, was like, get back in your place. You know.
Let's calm down.
So yeah, I still agree. The Gladiators,
Winning it? Yes, I'm glad you came
Better-
to that realization.
better team than Valiant. Let me finish. I didn't put a period yet. But San Fran, redemption arc, gonna whoop on LA Gladiators 3-1 style, just how Gladiators did to them.
I don't. Whatever you're smoking, pass some to me. Because, wow, that is a fantasy.
Surely.
win.
Surely. I
What,
got you.
what makes you think it's not going to be the exact same thing?
It's called a remedy called truth. Because I'm just
Ooh.
spinning facts. Because
Ooh.
you know what? We already saw it. Okay? We saw San Fran coming up
The imposter LA team. You're welcome.
imposter.
Dude,
How,
calm down, please.
what happened to them in like a week? They just got like
I didn't
changed
believe
out.
in them.
Guys, I'm
I
right here.
didn't.
Let's
I've
calm
never
down.
believed in them.
Just Louise.
And who?
And Valiant.
Valiant?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
shoot,
was shocked when y'all got beat.
Guys,
I can only
seriously,
name like
I'm right
2
here.
players off of that team, and they're similar, KSP and KSF.
But who played first?
One sound like KFC, to be honest. That's the only reason why I can remember them. But other than that, I care more about Gladiators, and still,
Gladiators are a better team.
yeah. But San Fran is
Right
And
a
here.
San
better
Fran
team.
should have prepared for them because they were the first match that week when they lost to both LA teams. So, saying
See, okay.
Gladiators are winning this one. So
See.
different.
In the art of war, young JT, the number one thing that you can't do is underestimate your enemy. And that's what San Fran did against both the LA teams. They underestimated them, but then when they got that rematch, they were like, we can't do that again. And you saw what happened? 3-1 Valiant, and now they're going to get another redemption, 3-1 against Gladiators. I rest my case, Your Honor.
Okay, well, Your Honor, I've got a rebuttal here.
No, drop the case.
Sir,
Drop the
sir,
case.
We're in coronavirus. You got plenty of time to read the thing you're referencing.
order in my court. Order in my court. I did not give you permission to speak just yet, good sir. Nova, do you have any more witnesses to call?
No, Your Honor, I'm good.
Okay, JT, you may now speak your argument.
Fine. We have all this time because everything's shut down. The thing you're referencing, The Art of War, which you should really read because obviously you haven't.
I can't read.
The first tactic of war is know your enemy better than you know yourself.
They do know
That's number one.
they're champions.
That's not what you said.
They're
Second
champions.
off, that has nothing. The second rule is never get into a fight. You
I
definitely
got
can't.
the
You definitely can't win this fight.
I got the Spark Note version of the Art of War,
I read the wiki.
the Wikipedia version.
Notes.
That book's not even long.
It still sufficed. I don't even know what I said. I still think San Fran.
Your
got
case
this.
is crumbled. Your Honor, this man is insane. Please lock him
Your
up.
Honor, I told you I couldn't read.
I'm gonna have to force a mistrial on this
Okay,
one. We're gonna have to
that's fine.
reconvene and
Yeah,
have a
reschedule it.
Let me
I'll learn
raise.
to read.
Let me rest my case. Should you believe the man who gives you actual facts, or the man who can't read?
It's
Mine
definitely
is
gonna-
factual. It
What
still
facts?
stands.
Where did you read your fact?
Never underestimate your.
I killed this man's internet.
You
Remember,
get this-
I can't read.
My argument
So-
is so severe, your internet's like, I'm gonna cut him off.
His internet's just like, don't let this man speak.
LA
Alright.
Gladiators 3-1 again. Repeat.
Yeah, it's murdering right now.
Because that storm.
Bye.
All right, well, we'll wrap it
Everything
up.
is like, good God Almighty.
I assassinated his man.
He's
Because he
still
made such a
processing the
dumb-
assassination. He's like, "Ew." Anime style. All right,
Are we good?
We're good, and I'm wrapping it up.
Oh my God, dude. See, yeah, that internet was.
Let us know in the comments what you think the outcome is going to be this week. I'm Captain Zeus, the judge. This is JT.
I
That's
slaughtered
Novaverse.
him.
Okay, that's JT Novaverse, and we'll catch you guys.
I
in the next
slaughtered
video.
him.
Oh my gosh. Goodbye.